I think it's more just the people really wanting to connect with each other. And I'm definitely from a different era. When I grew up in Virginia, and the people wanting to be involved. I don't sense that enough. I think that's what's being lost a lot, And I have kids of my own, so it's like I hear a grandparent say, "Man, the one thing I regret is being with my grandkids." But I don't think the grandkids have a sense of wanting to be connected to the grandparent. But where did that happen? It's within your communities, everybody is just disconnecting themselves, not get. I says that generation that, and I don't know if it's the technology is just hey. I saw that thing the other day says no phone. The guy says no phone. What's that no phone? You have a phone, but it's no phone because I want to connect with the real world of doing things. And I think that's the biggest thing is the generation is just steady coming apart. And you can't call on a person. You can, but it's that willingness. I'm willing to. I want to. It's just not there. And I a lot of that says our not just in society. We're our government. It seems to, I want to be in control. We saw the thing yesterday on TV. The kid was getting a spanking. I'm like, gosh, where do some really hate it, and some says, hey. It should be at a point, but I always just felt it was a disconnect with the generation not wanting to. I'm doing everything to watch over my parents now, so I pay their phone bills, all their stuff that they have no clue of what's happening, and I could just see that separation happening. And so I have a son just graduated from SHIP. And then I have one at Grove City College. Now I'm getting ready to take one up tomorrow to, Gordon College up in Massachusetts. But I just want them to, but that's why I get out here, me and my wife, and go do things. Because I want to see them, I want to be, and I know, my daughter, she loves getting involved. My son, he loves with Young Life and all that. Because I had what I had in my neighborhood, in my community. And now it's so large now. It's so much. But if you can expose them now to all that we do, so when you get into that community, see him to want to come, and that's what I'm wanting to see is in the communities, the young ones really want to come out and say, hey, I want to be a part of this. I want to take my part in it. So that's been my biggest thing of what we're going to possibly lose.
Do you think they need to reconnect with sort of the history and heritage of
their
family and their area, or just with the community, all of the above?
You ever see that show called Underground?
Yes, yeah.
I just came across it just weeks ago out in Lynchburg. When it first came on. I was like, wow. Because we were in Virginia, and I saw the cell where they kept Harriet Tubman. And I grew up there and never knew it was there. In Hampton, Virginia, at Fort Monroe. And I called my dad, and I was like, you used to take me fishing, crabbing, right here. And Harriet Tubman was right behind me in this cell. Did you know that? No. It's like, wow. How did I miss this? So when our kids go, and so that's another thing that we don't have in our, we got to teach that history. We got to let folks know where you really come from and why it's so important that you do and what we did so you're doing what you do now. And of course, I didn't tell him, but I used to be a drill sergeant in the Army, and I used to say, you want the government to do this, but when you get in trouble, you call on the government. He said, don't touch my child. Don't. He says, guys, which way you want this? What do you want? Because yeah, there's an extent to this, but there's also a point where I don't want them raising my child, because they got to understand how hard it was for this to be where it is now, for you to have what you have now. And so I saw that underground. I was like, yeah, man, that's. And my son, you know, they look at some things now and they go, wow, I never knew that. It's like, yeah, because it's not in your books. We're not teaching you these things. You don't know where. Let me tell you where I went wrong one day. I took my son I told him to take the mail something at the post office. When we first got here, he was 17. He came home and said, they charged me to mail off something. I thought, man, I messed up. Because he used to seeing the postman come drop off mail. I never took him to the post office, of course, military, so they kind of, and he really at 16, 17 realized, man, I had to pay to mail that. Gosh, man, what? So when folks said, I saw somebody put some milk in a coffee, never seen that. And it's like, oh, you talking about watching us do popcorn in a pot, and it's like, whoa, it made popcorn. I thought it microwave. It's like, you see where we missed it. There's that thing where we gotta go and keep showing them where this all come from and how the microwave wasn't the first thing. I can tell you what we were doing. So yeah, it's funny to see that. And I think we just really got to teach and have these. I think it has to go in our schools. We're just cutting out so much. Not teaching them, not showing them.
Well, thank you so much.